Hi, friends. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to my Jar of Joy free class. So tonight we're going to be featuring the Jar of Joy stamp set and have some fun. Craft and create some things together. So my phone is not where it's supposed to be, but it's okay. I can fix that later. All right, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Cheryl Wright. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from northeastern Montana, and we're going to get started. I have a few things to share with you, and then we will get crafting. This week, Stampin' Up! Started or shared or whatever some brand new online exclusives, and they are so fun. Get in the camera, Cheryl. All right, so there's the cake bundle. This bundle is part of a class that they're offering. The Brushed with Beauty, and it's got 2 stamps. It's a super sweet or something like that. It's got 2 stamp sets, 2 sets of dies, all the fun stuff. You can take the class and do it along with these products, or you can just take the class and use what you have. But this is a fantastic double sweet. That's what they call it. Anyway, if you want this PDF, let me know and I can get it to you. It was at the bottom of my last email, so it is there. So be sure to say hello when you're joining me, and we will get started. The Hobby Haven, I have this. This is one I purchased, and it's kind of fun. It's got lots of different hobby papers. I wish they would have included the stamping hobby, but they didn't. Anyway, this is just a fun PDF that shows all the different products that were just released. The Friendly Foliage right there, that's one of my favorites. I have that one. I also got the Banner Sayings bundle. That one's fun too. Does it have Merry Christmas? Maybe we'll use that tonight. Nope, no Merry Christmas. This one's kind of a Valentine's Day kissing booth. It's fun. This shape one, I went, oh, okay. But the more I see people using it, I like it. And just all of the stamp sets together. This Outdoor Adventure is fun. There's the cake bundle again. Oh, the pop-up petals makes pop-up cards. Fun, fun, fun. Anyway, these are all available now. If you were a demonstrator, they were available last month, but now they are available to everyone, whether you're a demonstrator or not. Look at this fun critter set. So that's that. I have also opened up a new mystery craft box, and I am featuring this set. So this is the set for my new mystery craft box, and you can get to stampinup.com, or you can go to craftwithcheryl.com, and it will take you to all of my places. So there you are. That's the fun Northern Lights kind of sweet. But you don't have to use it for the Northern Lights. And I'm sure there'll be a project that doesn't use it as the Northern Lights. But I thought this way you can have some fun with it, whether you want to use it for Christmas or not. It is not a Christmas set, but it is probably something that you would enjoy seeing. Anyway, so let me show you some of the products up close. So there'll be some ribbon involved, some of these fun frosted iridescent, and here is the paper. You'll get paper in the mystery craft box, and you'll get, hi Tess, and you'll get, this is what you'll get, plus other stuff. You will not get the stamp set and dies. These you have to purchase separately. But there is a link in the sign up that you can get them for a little bit of a discount, and you would not have to pay shipping. So there's that. So let's get started. We are doing the Jar of Joy tonight, and this is a fun one. It does coordinate with some products that we already had. It coordinates with, and of course I stacked stuff on top of it, the Sweet Jar So they coordinate, and then there is a punch that went with the Sweet Jar bundle. So I might use the punch tonight, but the Jar of Joy is separate from these two, but they are both still available. If you like it so much and you want more, you can always go get some more. So let's go ahead and get started. I moved my stuff 6 times now. So we're going to start with a crumb cake. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. This will be our simple card. Yeah, like I ever make a simple card, right? I know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I am going to emboss this. This is just a piece of real red, and I'm going to emboss it with that fun plaid embossing folder. Hi, Nancy. And so I need my other things. I have static clings, so things are sticking. So when you're using the embossing folder, you need to use the extra plate if it's a 3D. And this one is, it's kind of thinnish, but it's not really. So I'm gonna, I don't know if you line it up so my plaid and the hinge, always send the hinge of the embossing folder through first, so you don't have any buckles or anything that ruins your embossing folder. Oh, I can put that plate away. And there's that. I'm going to get this machine out of the road. I did all my die cutting ahead of time, but I did not get this done ahead of time, which is fine. You need to see how all the fun stuff works, right? So you know what to put on your wish list if you don't already have it. So isn't that just fun? I love embossing, whether it is, this is called dry embossing or heat embossing. Both of them make it look so fun. All right, so let's put this back. So we're going to put this on here. Do a little dry layering. I cut out 2 frames, not knowing which one I would like with this. So, yeah. So we're going to try that. We're going to go ahead and stamp on a piece of crumb cake. And I'm going to use my black. And this is just a scrap because we are going to use the punch to punch it out. All right, so I have the jar. Now I'm going to add the gingerbread guy. And then this is the gingerbread guy detail. And let's see here. The gingerbread guy and the gingerbread guy detail. I think that's all we're going to use right this second. So let me grab a couple more blocks. All right. Now, the gingerbread guy, I'm going to do crumb cake on crumb cake, I think. Let me see. So this is what you do when you want to check on colors. We want our gingerbread guy to be that color instead of, having to ink them up a couple of times. Oh, that's too dark. We don't want a gingerbread guy that is early espresso. What about pecan pie? I think I'm going to go with crumb cake. That makes sense, right? Crumb cake on crumb cake. So we're going to try it. If we don't like it, we can flip the paper over and try it again. This is a scrap paper. stamping nicely, and I'm throwing my extra plate around. I better grab it so I don't run over it and do big damage to it, right? So this is going to line up just right in our jar. It fits just perfectly in there. Not very bright, is he? Might want to do the darker one. Well, let's turn it over. Let's see what we like better, because we can. All right. Anybody watching use this stamp set yet? What have you made with it if you have used it? So we're gonna try pecan pie and put that in. And it just barely fits in the jar, so you need to be mindful of where you put it. Oh, I think I like that better. Pecan pie or crumb cake? I think pecan pie works. Yay, pecan pie works. So we have something that works. That's the fun part. Oh, I forgot to grab my Real Red. It's a good thing it's really close. All right. So we're going to add the Real Red details. And let me see how this goes. Does it go this way? No. Line up the gingerbread bow and dots. And then you just go for it. So then it adds some red. And then we need to punch this out. This is a very simple card. Like I said, we're starting simple. And what did I do with my punch? Oh, I set it over here. See, I had it in one place and then I moved it to another. And now I have it in yet another place. So our punches are, I love our punches because you can just turn them upside down, see exactly where you're going. You don't need any extra machines. You just punch it out. All right. So there's that one. Throw it in the trash. And I'm going to punch out a lid. I'm going to punch out a Real Red lid. And use that also. And let me see, what else could I do? I am going to see which one I like better on here. It gives me a lot of space. I think I like this one better. Okay. So there's that one. I'm going to grab. I'm losing my stuff. I need my twine. I think, is our red and white twine still current? I want to say it is. So if after I do this video, I find out that it's not, and you want to use it, let me know and I'll send you a chunk. I agree. Pecan pie looks better. We're going to go with the smaller one of these. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this around a couple times and tie a little bow. Grab a pair of scissors. I have not heard if Stampin' Up! Is bringing any scissors back. They lost their distributor, and I have not heard if they are have they found a new distributor or not. Maybe I will find out next week. I am going to the Stampin' Up! Conference for leaders next week. I barely make the cut, but hey, I'm going for it if I can make the cut. So I probably was a little premature in doing this, but I want it on before I go for it, and I want to stamp on it though. So All right, we're going to try it. I think I can do it. I think I can. I think I can. So, wishing you the sweetest Christmas. You know what? It just might. Let me see my other stamp set that I have that has Christmas on it. Oh, we're going to stick with this one. All right. That just might go inside. We're going to put this over. Do you want it on the edge? We're going to add some dimensionals to this. Oh, I've been chilly all day, and now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking I need to peel off a layer. What's it like there? We're trying to go from fall to winter, but I'm not happy about that. It's just cold. Although today it was 60 degrees. I know, not cold, but it was 60 degrees, but the wind was screaming at 40 miles an hour. So I didn't like that part. All right, I need to just pick that up a little bit. And trim off my edges. Ooh, got a piece from last week's creeping in. I've got a lid. My lid is going to have to be bumped up as well. So I'm going to use a piece. Let's see here. Don't you love you just kind of make your own size dimensional when you need it. Just carve up the edges. There we go. And I had to bump it up because I had bumped this up. So I need them to be a little matchy. There we go. All right. And then we're going to get some of those fun peppermint embellishments. Because these go great with anything Christmassy, right? So I have a story to tell you about embellishments. My little granddaughter was very upset the other day because she didn't have earrings like her cousins. Her cousins have pierced ears and she does not. She's 3, mind you. And so she was crying. She was very sad that she couldn't wear earrings. And I told her that I had earrings she could wear. Well, of course, she was very excited about that. And I wasn't going to be home with her until the next day. And so she shows up the next day. And the first thing she tells me is, can I have earrings? Earrings. I want some earrings. And I says, okay. So I came down. I got some of my little pieces of bling. The purple ones to be specific. And oh, I don't have them. They must be still upstairs. Took a couple of these so I could give her peppermint earrings. Put them on her little ears. She was as happy as a little clam. She thought she was just the bee's knees. She did not know any different as far as whether she had holes in her ears for earrings or not. And she wore them all day long. They survived her bath. And yes, I did wash her hair and scrub her up a bit, but I had her and her little brother for the day. She was so excited that she had earrings, and all they were was Stampin' Up embellishments. Hi, Anna. So there we have this cute little card, or cute little embellishment, or cute little card. There we go. So if you have grandkids or kids that want to have earrings on, put some Stampin' Up bling on them, and they'll be happy as little campers. Like I said, she thought she was good. She didn't need she didn't need pierced ears. She just needed earrings. So she did well. Oh, I just did that. Oh, I was going to clean up my mess and I set it down the wrong way. Dang it. All right, what not to do. Episode 2 for today. All right. So those of you joining me late, I explained earlier that I have my latest mystery craft box that is available to order now. You can go to craftwithcheryl.com to get in on that. And it is featuring the Light and Wonder. Light and Wonder bundle. So it's the Northern Lights paper and all that fun stuff. So craftwithcheryl.com, and you can get in on that. Also, I shared that there was new product available. And the PDF was in my email, but if you didn't get that and you want it, let me know and I can send it to you. You know what? I'm going to stick with black. Should have. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. All right. I'm going to do Wishing You the Sweetest Christmas. That's the one that's going to be the most popular. And I might try this one. I might use it and I might not. Sending You a Jar of. We're going to try that one. We might add it to the front and we might not. All right. So load this one up. Wishing You the Sweetest Christmas. Where's my scrap paper? Oh, that's stamping very nicely. All right. I usually try to line it up with a line on my grid paper or mat and then try to eyeball it. And this is light enough. I don't need an inside layer. I could put an inside layer in there, but I don't need to. Now I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to grab a piece of white. I do have some white on there, so we're going to try this, see if we like it or not. And this is why you save those little pieces, because some of these long work wonderful on those little scraps. Granted, I have got so many of the little scraps right now that I need to have a purging of the little scraps. So if you cut off one end and then come to the other end, and if you want them to be matchy-matchy, get it so you can hold it and then cut it at the same slant if you want it to be matchy-matchy. And then, what do you think? I think that needs to be on there, don't you think? I think something needs to be up there, and my Wishing You the Sweetest Christmas was too big for the die that I chose. So, and I'm putting dimensionals all over the place. So I'm going to put a dimensional on each end. And then I'm going to, yeah, that's good enough. I was going to put a glue dot in the middle, but I don't think it's going anywhere. These dimensionals are pretty tough. I moved my garbage can really far away. Don't ask me why. All right. Ta-da! There's my first card. Wishing you a jar or sending you a jar full of cheer. Looks a little crooked in the camera, so we'll fix it. There we go. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about, this is the gingerbread one, the jar. We're going to do the snowman. The snowman is the next up. So let me grab, this is 8.5 by 5.5 thick white paper, because I use thick white cardstock whenever I use it as a card base, because I don't think our regular white, I don't think it's as thick as our other cardstock. And I have some people that tell me it is and some people that tell me it isn't, but I don't see it. So, all right, so we have this. Then this is a piece from the Nests of Winter paper that we're going to use as snow, kind of a snow background, right? We're going to go ahead and add that. It's the one with the pretty birds. It carried over from last year. I think last year. I don't think it's been around for 2 years. But it's great winter paper. But it's just great paper. I love the birds. Chances are good it's not going to carry over again. They've surprised me before, but if you think this is cool paper, I would get some ordered sooner than later. But it's beautiful paper. All right, so we're going to go, yes, we're doing another portrait paper. Okay, we're going to set that aside. That's kind of, that's our starting. And I'm going to grab a piece of white. Do I have any scraps here that I can use? Oh, look at that. All right, so we're going to use the jar. And the black in the jar. Fun part of these two stamp sets that if you had a class, you could steal the jar out of the other stamp set. And you could have people stamping with both jars because they're the same size. Oh, my nose is itchy. Must be time for my allergy pill. All right, so there's my jar. And I think I need more blocks, or maybe I just need to clean blocks off. Ha ha ha. I have more blocks. Just give me a moment. I took many of them with me when I went crafting retreat, and I just haven't got a lot of them out yet. So now is the time that we need to get them out. And then they'll be out, and I'll chase them around my desk until I leave, and then I will get them, put them away, and then get them back out again. All right, so they are out. I need the snowman. So we're going to get the snowman out. And this piece is, oh, it's tiny. This is the scarf and the snowman's hat. So we're going to put that on there. And, oh, this is snow. The little dots are snow. Okay. We're going to kind of make a snowman snow globe. How's that for? So we're going to build it on here. Oh, he's so cute. I better check this one. Make sure, oh, he's stamping nicely. All right. Ink him up again. And we're going to stamp. Oh, cute. I love snowmen. To me, snowmen are not Christmas, though. That's just me. I think snowmen are winter. They're not Christmas. How about you? Do you think snowmen are winter or Christmas? Hi, Shirley. You're not late. You're just right on time. Right on time. So I'm going to do some snow. In my snow globe, I'm using Pool Party. And I'm even going to go down into the snow. This way I can cover it up if I need to. I better get some above his hat. There we go. And yes, I went out of the lines, but the punch will take care of that. So I'm going to use red for the scarf. Don't know why that's out. So the scarf, so cute. So you got to line up the hat, line up the scarf, and hope it turns out well. Oh, look at him. Isn't he adorable? Oh, just adorable. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my light Pool Party blend, and I am going to blend my snow. Oh, I could use this end. Blend my snow. Give it kind of a glacier look. I go around my edge. And this is the light one, so it's going to fade nicely. And I used the Memento so it won't bleed. All right, so there's our little jar. Now we're going to take our punch and punch out our little snow globe dude. Got to get him just right, you know. Okay, got an extra lid if we need a lid. A white lid. Don't need a white lid. Now we're going to use, to carry on the kind of Christmas or the snow globe effect, I have the arches dies that we're going to use. So we're going to build this on the arches die. All right. Now, before we do that, we're going to use this stamp, the Wishing You the Sweetest Christmas, but I need to clean it because I already used it with black. And this time, I think I want to use it with red. Ooh, I'm being brave. Red. Usually when I use red, I end up with it all over my hands. So you've been warned. Nancy says her snowmen go up after Christmas. I feel the same way, Nancy. I have enough Christmas stuff that I don't need to put my snowman stuff out at the same time. But here I am making a snowman with the Sweetest Christmas. Part of it's because I'm trying to stay within one stamp set, just in case you fall in love with these projects and you want to get this stamp set, then you would have the right stuff to do that. I'm going to I'm going to punch a lid, and I'm going to go ahead and use my Pool Party. It said that this went with Coastal Cabana, but I kind of like the Pool Party with it better. So that's what we're going with. And that's okay. They're close enough that I think it works great. I keep putting stuff that way, and I'm going to find stuff way over there when I can't find it close. So there's our little snow jar. Do I want to pop it up or leave it? No, I'm going to pop it. Gotta love some dimension. I know some people don't put as much dimension on because they're mailing them, and some post offices are picky, but I'll pop them up. Doesn't hurt my feelings. I get in trouble more for the bling than I do the dimensionals at my post office. I'm cutting some custom dimensional for my lid. Again. And if you want it to sit on top of your jar, make sure you have it toward the top. If you don't want it on your jar, that's okay. I'm going to have mine kind of angled. All right, let's add this. Now my last card is a fun fold. Oh, Nancy, you're a genius. All right, I already have that off, so we are going to put this on here. And I think I got it crooked. Nope, he's fine. Oh, Nancy suggested Wink of Stella. I haven't had Wink of Stella out for a few days. I'm starting down low because it looked juicy. So there we are. Wink of Stella on the snow, on the ground. And then we're going to give it to him. Oh, you're brilliant, Nancy. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Put a little here and there on a few of the snowflakes too. This is a really juicy one. I don't know why this one's so juicy, but before it blips all over my paper, I'm going to call it good. I don't know if that's stored upside down or I don't know. I usually don't have juicy ones because I use them so much that they're usually gone. I'm going to use this, since we're already talking Christmas, I'm going to use this Fun Baker's Twine again. Like I said, if it's not current, let me know and I'll send you a chunk to complete your project if you need a chunk. Because I have a whole roll, and if it's not current, then what am I going to do with it? Okay. So I'm going to tie this on my lid. I probably could put it on that might help. All right. I could put it right on top. Or do I want a lid on this one? Oh, I think I do. I should have stamped on it because the lid might have looked cute. Okay, we're going to redo it. We're going to redo our lid. Yeah, we're redoing the lid. Just because the lid would look better if it had some detail on it. That will help. Okay. Black. And it's going to go this way. Ooh, that was not good. That was extra juicy, and I don't need extra juicy on one end and not the other. That's better. All right. Punch. God, that wind is just nasty out there. Not fit for man nor beast. I think it's blowing in winter. We're expecting snow, I think, on Friday. I don't think it's supposed to stay, though. I think it's just going to be a little taste of what's to come. All right. Now I'm going to custom make. See, isn't that it just gives a little more definition. I have to make another custom thing for my lid. And oops, my lid does not want to sit on my jar. All right. And where's my string? I'm going to tie it around the knob. that doesn't work, I'll tie a bow and add it with a glue dot. Okay. All right. I think we got it. What are you guys doing this weekend? I am getting ready to go to Las Vegas. So I am going to be holed up in my craft room trying to get everything ready to go. I have to have swaps ready, and I want to get my videos done for next week for you guys. Because even though you're not with me, I want you to keep crafting. Keep stamping. Oh, my bow's going wonky. It's being rogue. Wants to be the other way. All right, we're going to get it so we like it. About the size we like it. Then we pull it tight. Then if you take the 2 loops in one hand and the tails in the other hand and gently pull in opposite directions, it usually gets the tails going the correct way and the loops going the correct way. Most of the time. We all know bows are very fickle. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. All right, so now we've got that all made. We're going to add this to another. And I am not going to pop this. I'm going to use runny glue. I'm just feeling runny glue right now. All right. I just thought it kind of went with the whole snow globe, having kind of these be the domes. All right. Now, where's our card base? There we have it. See? Isn't that cute? We are going to pop this up, though. So be sure to like, comment, share if you're enjoying my video. Subscribe if you're really enjoying it and you haven't. If you go to craftwithcheryl.com, you can sign up for my new mystery craft box featuring Light in Wonder. You can shop and go buy this stamp set if you like it that much. You can go do all the things. You can find more videos, the links. How's that looking? It's looking pretty good. Smush. Wishing you the sweetest Christmas. And what was the other one? May your heart be filled with joy. We can put this one down. This one will be good. All right, this one we need to wash, but we're not going to wash right now. Always looks like a hurricane is done when I'm finished. And I'm going to use black on the inside. All right. Open it up, make sure it's going the right way, line it up, and ta-da! All right. Got to have a good ta-da in there. All right. I don't know if I have any blingy. Do I have any snowy looking? Ooh, those pearls. Those pearls would work. These are the Pearls of Beauty. I think they're from the new online exclusives. But you know what? I think they're sparkly enough. We could use a few of these as little snowballs. Right? Oh, they're perfectly sparkly. Just enough sparkle. There we go. There's card number 2. Isn't it just adorable? Oh, I love that little snowman. All right, now card number 3. I had a few ideas of what I was going to do with this class. Let me give you a little backstory. I start thinking about the class usually a few days before I do it and try to get some ideas as to what I want to do. And I had a kind of an idea for this next card, but I saw my friend Barb. If any of you do Stampin' Cross Country, I know Shirley does and Nancy does. If you do Stampin' Cross Country, you know my friend Barb. Barb Brimhall. Anyway, I caught a video that she did earlier today. And I thought that would be perfect for my last card. So that's what we're doing. So if you see Barb's video, it is using the Wildlife Adventure, Outdoor Adventure. But I am using it with the Jar of Joy. So this is 11 by 4 1/4. Let me turn it around. It is scored at 2, 4, and 5 1/2. Yay, Shirley! Shirley registered for my mystery craft box. You're not going to regret it. It's going to be awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, so we folded it there. And then this fold is going to be this way. And this fold is going to be this way. But in actuality, they're going to lay flat. Okay? So that's where we are right now. And it's going to go this way. Yeah, I did all portrait cards tonight. Go figure. So then I have some white pieces of paper. Not white. Oh my word. Real red pieces of paper. These measure at 4 by 1 1/4. Excuse me. 4 by 1 3/4. And there's 2 of those. And then I have 2 that are 1 1/4 by 4. And then I have some of the designer series paper that 2 of them are 1 by 3 3/4 and 2 of them are 1 1/4 by 3 3/4. So this is our card base. I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to match these up and add those to the corresponding pieces. All right. So we're going to add those with the little glue. Oh, thank you. Shirley said she loved my last craft box, my last mystery craft box. I did a video and I streamed it last night. So if you want to see what my last craft box looked like or what a mystery craft box is, you can go to that video. It's on YouTube. I think I did it actually. I did it on YouTube and Facebook, but Facebook will disappear in 30 days. So YouTube, it just says mystery craft box reveal. And you can go check it out, see what it is that I'm offering, but know that the Tractor and Company that is the reveal is not what's offered right now. It is the Light and Wonder. Oh, I'm excited that you signed up. I thought about doing a Christmas one, and with being gone to Vegas and Utah for a week, I just decided that if something went on back order, I'd rather do something that is could be more generic. And assuming I keep doing these, maybe next year I'll get one done. But I kind of did, we did the Peace on Earth for Stampin' Cross Country. So that was kind of a mystery box for our Christmas. There we go. Okay, so we have 2 of each. Now we're going to add these to the card. We're going to put one of these aside, and we're going to add this one here. Oh, I did that wrong. We're going to put 2 of them on here, and we're going to put one of the small ones aside. Yes, I did really watch her video today. So these are going to get added on here. Okay. So add these on here. Into each little section. And they should line up pretty nicely. Sorry, I just have to turn things sideways and upside down to make sure. Now I'm trying to get my plaid to line up. If you don't care, you can have it go in whichever way you want, but I'm in a matchy-matchy mood, so. This one's going to go up top. There we go. My plaids are lining up. And this one, actually, should have used the other one, but this is fine. This is just totally fine. I was so excited when I saw this one that Barb was doing. I told her, I'm going to case your card. And for those of you that don't know, case means copy and share everything. Stampin' Up! Demonstrators are great at copying and sharing everything we make. You guys can make it your own. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to open this up and put some glue. Actually, I'm going to use some glue, and we're going to glue this piece down. The one closest to the center, we're going to glue that one down and glue that part of the card shut. All right. I'm going to set this aside while this is drying, and we're going to work on our jar, because we got a jar, right? We have to make a jar on this. So we're going to make, there's our gingerbread guy, and our jar's right here. Trying to decide if I want to try an early espresso jar. I think I do. I think I want to try early espresso instead of the black. Okay. All right. If I don't like it, I can change. So this is the second largest stylish shapes circle. I like this. It's not as stark. I don't know. It's not as stark as the black. All right, and now we decided pecan pie was the better way to go with our gingerbread folk. And this time I'm not putting the red. I'm going to leave it just be like white frosting. All right. See, I told you I use red. I'm going to have it all over my hands. And there I am. I'd like to use the little bow. I would like to do the bow, but I could color the bow in myself. Hey, we might do that. All right. So knowing that, okay. I hope I don't regret this. Real red. Sometimes the shadows are just kind of, oh, we have to do the hearts. I know, you're telling me I should have done the stamp. But this is more controlled. And I'm going to use, oh, do we have? No, but I have. All right. This is going to be my gingerbread eyes, gingerbread man eyes, and his smile. So this isn't early espresso, but it's close enough. It's the SU100. It's the skin tone. So there, I like that. I know you can't see it quite as well, but I like that. Okay, now I'm happy. All right. We're going to add this to this. We're done stamping. We're going to add a little glue. And squish it down. And let me see. We want another red lid? Probably. We're going to stamp it though. And we're going to stamp it in early espresso so we can be matchy-matchy. Which way does my punch go? Okay. This is such a fun set. You know, this would be a fun set to do with kids because there's really not a whole lot they can mess up on. It's pretty straightforward. If you don't want them to use the second stamp on this, just have them color in some of the fun stuff. Punches are so easy to work for people, most people. Sometimes if they're the little kids or elderly people need a little help punching, but that's not so hard and it's not time consuming to help somebody do that. So yeah, I might leave this one kind of go a little askew because this might be where the gingerbread man's trying to escape. Do any of you know that story? The kindergartners, when I was teaching, they always did that. They always had the gingerbread man running away. And I don't have to do dimensionals on this because I did not use dimensionals. I stamped right on that. And then we'll get back to our card. Now, do we want it straight on or we might have this one off a little? There we go. It's off. All right. Now, the next place we're going to go is back to the card. Now, this is going to go on this like so, but we don't want any adhesive above the line. And I do want to pop it up. So I'm going to kind of center it a little bit, kind of see where I want it. So I want it above this green piece of plaid in between those two red. So above this in between those. So I'm going to put a few dimensionals down between the red and above the green. Okay. So now remember, this is going to open this way. So between the red and above the green. So I'm going to take the tops off of this. Actually, I'm going to add one more. I'm going to add one more up toward the top. There. Okay. Not that it's going to go anywhere. So I'm going to center it between these two. Get them going the right direction. There we have it. Okay. Now, the next part, we're going to take this and we're going to stamp on it, This is a piece of white that is 3 3/4 by 2. And I'm going to stamp, may your heart be filled with joy. And I need to get the black memento off. And I'm going to use the early espresso. And anybody know where I'm heading with this yet? May your heart be full of joy. I'm going to put it up kind of toward the top-ish because this is where people will sign when they send the card. I'm going to put some glue on this. And it's going to go in toward the top here, the correct direction. It's going to go toward the top where that fold is and kind of get it centered a bit. And this is going to be part of the inside of your card. Now you're thinking to yourself, Cheryl, but what about that other piece? And I'm going to say that's going to go right here. And the red is going to be on this side. And we want to pop this up with some dimensionals. So I'm going to grab this chunk along this edge. And I'm going to put it on here. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why are you putting dimensionals on the inside? Well, you will find out very, very shortly. So we're going to put some dimensionals. Just kind of using up the edges, which is weird because I usually use the edges last. All right, we'll use that one last. So we're going to put this, take the edges, take the layers off. And I want that to go there. Now you're going to center it down here at the bottom, give it its regular margin. Then when you pop your card, that's what it looks like. It's a little display card. Ta-da! Now I think we should put something down here. Or we could put something up here. Because then you open it to let you know what's inside. So, what was the other thing it said? Sending you a jar full of cheer. That would work, I think, really nicely across the bottom. So, we're going to take this off, wash it later. Sending a jar full of cheer. I'm going to pick it up again. Not on the glass mat, so it has time to just get happy. We're going to try this again. Grab one of those pieces of scrap that when you trim it down for inside, you get some of these long skinny pieces, and they work great for some of these long skinny sentiments. I don't want that because we're using early espresso on this one, not black. Tap, tap, tap. I'm going to go to this end because this end isn't curling up. Love it. And we're just going to go straight. Maybe we'll notch this end. So center, or maybe flag it, banner it. I was going to show you that punch, but none of these are small enough to use there. So we might just do that. No, I don't like that. So we're just going to cut it straight. Get it a little closer on this end. And then we're going to put this here. Sending a jar full of cheer. Isn't that cute? I think this is just so adorable. And like I said, my friend Barb did hers, and she used the adventure set with the elk, and oh my gosh, it looked so pretty. If you have a chance to go watch hers, go watch hers. All right, where do I want this? There. That's where we want that. All right, so when it gets in the mail, it goes that way. And then when they get it, it pops up. So there's your sentiment on the front right there. Fun, 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 fun. All right. This fold may be back. Just so you know. I really enjoyed this. So this might be back. Let's see. We could put some. We want to use some of those same. Oh, I know. That set that I just showed you a minute ago. Oh, there's some new ones that have the pecan. That set that I just used a moment ago. The pearly. Do you notice they have some like gingerbread colored ones? What do you think? Are they the right color? I put one in the middle there. I'll use a little one though. See, you can dress up your cookies with sprinkles too. There you go. There's card number 3. And just a fun fold. It would brighten someone's day to have their cards just sitting on the table and standing up. Telling everybody that someone thought of them. So there is my Jar of Joy class. And I hope you enjoyed it. Next week I will be gone. My goal is to get classes ready to go, pre-recorded. And I hope that happens. So I'll lay this down. Jar of Joy. I did use the punch that goes with it. So, but honestly, if you didn't have the punch, those are not hard to cut out. These would not be hard to fussy cut at all. So there is a fun Christmas class. And these would make really cute tags if you wanted to make tags for your people. But so go sign up for my Light and Wonder mystery card box using this fun paper and all the other things that go with it from page 36 in the mini catalog. And don't forget, there's new online exclusives. And if you have any questions or comments, craftwithcheryl.com is the easiest place to find a lot of the answers or to find my contact information. So have a wonderful evening, and I will see you after I get back from my Stampin' Up trip. Bye-bye.